இயற்கையை மருந்து சேனலுடைய மேலும் பல பதிவுகளை தெரிந்து கொள்ள இந்த சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்யவும், பெல் பட்டனை அழுத்தவும். மேலும் மருத்துவரின் ஆலோசனை பெற இந்த வீடியோவில் உள்ள எண்ணிற்கு தொடர்பு கொள்ளவும்.
Hi friends, welcome to iyarkaiye marundhu. I'm Dr. Hamid and today we'll discuss about constipation. Constipation is the mother or root of all diseases. Everyone starts our day with proper motion, and when that motion is not proper, we all face a lot of difficulty in that present day. We either feel a little low, or we don't feel productive, or we feel lazy, or we don't feel fresh. Constipation can be chronic or acute. So when it's acute, when you don't go in one day, you might feel a little lazy or a little under fresh. But when it is persistent for a long time, it can be the root cause of many very dangerous or harmful diseases that people suffer from. It can lead to piles or autoimmune disease or depression and a lot of other diseases that people suffer from every day. How can we stop constipation? How can we make our motion regular in our daily lives? How can we keep our health intact by having a very healthy gut and a healthy motion? I'll tell you 5 things. Today we will discuss about 5 things that can ease your motion and give you a very happy and healthy life. The first one is probiotics. Probiotics means bacteria, healthy live strains of bacteria. Again and again you might see me talking about the importance of good bacteria in our lives. The human body is made up of 30 trillion human cells and made up of 40 trillion bacterial cells. So you can understand how much the bacteria influences process in our body. If you look at the world around you, everything is controlled by bacteria. What turns milk into curd, or what turns fruit juices into alcohol, or what turns dead organic things into mud or sand? Everything is done by someone which we cannot see with our naked eyes. They are very small bacteria, and these bacteria are influencing the world around us, the life around us, including our own body. Research and study has proven that even our stool formation, the shape of our stool, the consistency of our stool is decided by these small bacteria. Let me tell you a very interesting fact, a very surprising fact. You must have heard about serotonin. Serotonin is commonly known as the happy hormone. Till now, at least 10 years ago, up to 10 years ago, everyone believed that serotonin was produced in the brain because it is a happy hormone. But the truth is that research has found that now serotonin, over 90% of serotonin in our body is produced by our better half, known as gut bacteria. The good gut bacteria produces these happy hormones. So what is happy hormones doing in our gut? What is it doing in our intestines? So the first thing that these happy hormones does is to increase peristaltic movement. The peristaltic movement is the motion that causes the stool that has been formed in our intestines to pass through. Every day morning, if you want a regular bowel movement, there should be serotonin. This serotonin first induces peristaltic movement, and then it is taken by the body up to the brain and makes you feel happy and fresh. So that is why, friends, a lot of times when you have not gone for motion in the morning, when you have not cleared your bowels, when you have constipation, it is because of lack of serotonin, and you will feel a little depressed. Why? Because this same serotonin is lacking in the brain as well. So always gut bacteria plays an important role in our bowel movements and constipation. So one, probiotics. Second, prebiotics. What is prebiotics? Prebiotics is good food for the bacteria. We always feed ourselves with whatever we are happy about. We crave for junk foods, or we crave for sweets, or we crave for juices. We have that. We satisfy our hunger and our cravings. But have you thought about our better halves? Our better halves that plays so much important roles in our body, that includes making of a lot of hormones, a lot of vitamins and minerals. These better halves, these bacteria, have you thought about feeding them the right food? Have you ever thought about giving them the food that they want, that they need to survive? No. Most of us, the truth is that most of us has not. So prebiotics are very important in our diet. Our modern lifestyle has decreased good food for our bacteria by a significant amount, that has reduced this good bacteria and caused a lot of health issues in recent years. When talking about food for constipation, everyone talks about fiber-rich foods. But are we taking the proper fiber-rich foods for constipation? Because there are lots of types of fiber foods. It can be soluble, it can be insoluble, it can be gel forming, and we must take the proper type of fiber foods which will benefit our gut bacteria. So prebiotics is a very important pillar for curing constipation, and we must take only soluble fibers which are rich in guava or a few types of vegetables like radish or onion, or it can be even supplemented through external sources as food supplements or food extracts. So however you take your prebiotics, it doesn't matter, definitely do include prebiotics in your body. So we talked about probiotics, good bacteria, and prebiotics, food for good bacteria. Next, I'll tell you about 3 beautiful seeds that will give you instant results for constipation. They are sesame seed, fenugreek seed, and flax seed. These 3 seeds in equal proportion, like 100 gram, 100 gram, 100 gram, mix it, powder it and mix it together and keep it in a container. Every morning you can have 2 or 3 teaspoons, and it will definitely give you proper bowel movements every day. The fourth important thing for constipation, for chronic constipation patients, are to have right amount of good fat in your diet. Good fat can induce proper peristaltic movement. So it has been traditionally used as well. Ghee in hot water. In a glass of hot water, 2 or 3 teaspoons of ghee, mix it well and drink it before sleep, and you will have regular good motions. But remember, this is not a proper cure. This is a symptomatic relief, and you will only get proper cure when you have probiotics and prebiotics, as we discussed earlier. The fifth and final tip that I can give you for constipation is to change your dinner habits. In your dinner, please reduce as much as carbohydrates as possible. We all know carbohydrates is rich in rice, wheat, jowar, oats, all kinds of millets or grains in general are not rich in vitamins or minerals. All they have is sugar content. They are not very nutritious. They do fill your stomach, they do fill your cravings, your hunger, your appetite, but it is not very fulfilling for our gut bacteria. So at least for dinner, reduce grain consumption, and you can go for either vegetables or fruits, and healthy fats like milk or ghee or butter, and food that are rich in vitamins and minerals and soluble fibers. I hope these 5 things will help you in, at least, if not for you, for your family or your close friends. I'll see you next time in another episode. Thank you so much.